I'm realizing now that I made a lot of assumptions about the future of our relationship. I assumed we were back engaged, and so I now realize that was something that I should have said out loud.
I just find it so weird, you know, like how people can just get away with things so easily. I mean, okay, fair enough. She says that, well, it was her fault for assuming that they were back being engaged again. But how do you get back together again and not have the conversation of, are we still engaged? That doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to get back with someone that I was engaged with, I'm going to have the conversation of what our status is right here, right now. I am not going to assume. Of course, I like the fact that she's taking accountability for not assuming, but also at the same time, I'm still disappointed that neither one of them thought it would be a great idea to bring up the conversation of, okay, well, now we're back together. Where do we stand? That's like legit, like, it's a fundamental. It's something that you do without even thinking about it. And the only time you don't bring up that type of conversation, and I can say this from a man's point of view, obviously I can't say from a woman's point of view, is that if a man does not really bring up where you are now, well, it means that he's probably out there still wanting to have a little bit of fun. It means that he's probably still hesitant about commitment. You know, clearly something's changed, you see what I'm saying? And we know that when she flew in, she got a message saying that he cheated. And he admitted to it. So the fact that he doesn't want to actually have the conversation right now to commit about it right now, I wouldn't say suspect, but it's suspect that he never had the conversation with her when they first reconnected. But at the same time, no woman would reconnect with a man and not have the conversation. This is really bizarre to me, to be honest with you. Like, both of these two are missing like the fundamentals of a conversation when you get back to someone that you was engaged with. You know what I mean? To at least know where you're going. But it is what it is. We live and we learn, and she took accountability, which is the main thing. Continue.
Okay. So you did this every single day?
Yes. No. That's why I have to work so hard now, try to make it easier for my mom. So she don't have to do. I mean, she still do this.
She can't do this.
So in this scene right here, they've walked down. I think it's about 20 minutes away or something like that to get water for the mom. And now he's talking about how, you know, of course, this is why he has to be around to help his mum, because, you know, when it comes to herself, always being able to carry bottles of water that weigh up to about 20 pounds each, you know, obviously it's not something that's going to be easy for someone of her age. And it's quite interesting, though, because the things that he does add in this context, I'm like,
She will take her just to fill water. But we have some friends that help her out. And when I say help her out, she still has to pay them to come catch water for her.
You see the way my man had to mention the fact that, but we do have friends that do come help her, but she has to pay them. And personally, I don't believe that to be the truth. I mean, it could be the truth, but whether the truth or not, well, why are you mentioning that? I'm going to tell you why, because you see, when it comes to these two, we know that she wants to get into business in the Cayman Islands, so therefore she can earn money for herself and for him. But she's always been nervous that when the money comes in, the money isn't going to just be for himself, it's going to be for him and his family. So therefore, there isn't going to be any actual general profit, you know, obviously from the business in particular. Obviously, what he's doing right, he's trying to set the tone. He's trying to say, this is why, you know, all the money that I earn or all the money that you give to me has to go and help everyone else. It's crazy though, because for a man that's got multiple kids with women all over Jamaica or whatever, it's just funny how like he hasn't even got his financials together. Like, how are you going to be able to afford having children and looking after your mother when you haven't even got your shit together? Now, of course, we can talk about the challenges of work in Jamaica or the challenges of pay. We can, but that's the thing though. If you know it, why would you put yourself in a predicament where financially it becomes even more challenging? So challenging that you now have to take money from your current woman to pay for basically your other women. It makes sense out of that, please. For me personally, there is no excuse for this man's behavior. It's actually criminal that he's getting away with this. But the way now he's setting the tone and manipulating the situation is quite interesting.
And how he was able to view the business as being separate from our relationship. It's an opportunity for him to further his family's future. And
which is phenomenal, right? But at whose expense?
Take care of his mom.
Oh, right.
Got it?
Yes.
And for me, I see that land as my ring, my commitment, my marriage. And he needs to understand that to me, the business and the relationship are connected.
I'm with Jordan this one. It doesn't matter what ties he has to his family or whatnot. At the end of the day, he's put no money down to this business. If he had put down money to the business, we've got a conversation. But you put no money down. All the money from this business is coming from Jordan. Therefore, she can dictate exactly how the money is given out. And he can't ever say just because they're married or sadly, if they do get married, the fact that she's put his name on the land is going to be problematic. This is where she went wrong. She really didn't put his name on this land in the first place. Because that could be problematic. All I know is this, at the end of the day, if you're the person that puts down all the money, you put down all the foundation, or anyone that comes into it, they have to listen to you. And to be fair, like I said before, Everton is someone that has created his own problems. That's just the grand scheme of it. Right? What was it? That's just the bottom line, okay? But hey, you guys let me know what you're thinking though. Talk about it. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course.